That's true. We might up ours a day.
Right, we're hot, gentlemen. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Ladies and gentlemen out there. RM Carr, I see you out there, baby. Thanks for joining in tonight, man. Looking forward to a great evening. Thank you very much. Carr, where are you out of? Who else we got? I got my money on there's like a delay, gentlemen. So I don't know how familiar you are with this program. There's a 10 to 15 second delay. John Tompkins going to be next probably. He's usually pretty early unless he's at work. Who else we got out there today? What's going on, folks? What's going on? All right, Carr is out of Oklahoma. Rick's, what's going on, Rick? How you doing, buddy? John Tompkins, man, I told him you were going to be first. All right, but third isn't too bad. Good to have you guys. How's everybody else out there doing? Mr. Bean. There's old Bean. Bean, I got Dwain for you tonight, baby. It should be a fun one. TPC, the poor conservative. Good to have you today, guy. Good to have you, man. We're checking in. Couple of more, another minute or so, man, and we'll get moving. As usual, yeah, as usual, you know we bring you nothing but the best, man. We've got another awesome panel. Great group of guys. Some awesome cooks. We're going to shoot the breeze and find out how they got to where they are today. All right, another 15, 20 seconds and we'll get moving. Darnell, what's going on, baby? Good to have you as usual. Mr. Grady Speed, man, to what do I owe this honor? Thanks for checking in tonight.
He probably wants to tell you he whipped my butt this weekend is what he wants to tell you.
Hey, CJ Bean, stop bringing up old stuff, man. Dwain and I patched up our differences. We're good to go. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with another episode of Mom and Papa Joe. Tonight we're going to be talking to three gentlemen who are headed to the world-renowned, the most prestigious of barbecue cook-offs. They are the Jack Daniel's World Championship in Lynchburg, Tennessee. And I'm telling you, to be invited to this event is the highest of the highs. It's the pinnacle of anybody's competition, barbecue competition career, man. And these gentlemen have got that invite. One of those things that's definitely high up on Mom and I's bucket list. And at some point, we hope to get there. Before we get into the meat of things, I'm going to give these gentlemen an opportunity to start with an quick intro to them, how long they've been cooking, and some of the other goodies they want to share with us. Let's start with Dwain up top.
All right. Hey, folks, again, thank you, Papa Joe, for having us on the show. And I'm Dwain Garber, like you said, Mid-Coast Cookers. We're from Victoria, Texas down here. I've been cooking about 7 years competitively with our own team, which is my wife and my son. It's a family affair. About 3 years ago, I welcomed one of my best friends, Dave Villarreal, onto the team. So it's our team now. You know, cooking was kind of getting where it wasn't quite fun anymore. It was a lot of work, and you know, I spent a lot of time with my son and a lot of time at work. So it was a lot to do. So Dave came on, and it's been a great bond ever since. And it's took a lot of the workload off, and it made cooking fun again. It's nice having a partner to bounce ideas off. And we try to do 15 to 20 cooks a year, mostly IBCA, but we're going to start venturing out some. So we're excited for the JAG. We're excited to get the call. I've only done one KCBS, and that was at the American Royal. So we don't have a lot of experience. Grady Speed with Grade A Barbecue is going to make the trip with me. He went to Kansas with me, so he'll help give me some advice on boxing and stuff like that. So we're excited to go. You know, we're the guys, you know, from Texas too, Curt, Aaron, that we're going to be alongside. You know, some of the best cooks in my eyes in Texas. So I'm just it's exciting to be in that same group. You know, with all of you guys and. You know, I kind of think of myself as just a local guy down here in Victoria, but you know, we're going to the big show. We're going to do our best to represent Texas and have a good time.
Excellent, man. Thank you for hanging out tonight. We'll get into some things in a little bit. And my man, Aaron Leslie.
You there? Okay,
Aaron, you there?
Yeah, I thought it froze for a minute or something. Jeez. Thought you cut me off already.
Here we go.
Here we go. I tell you what, man. I've been blessed. I've had a great time. We've been cooking about 6 years. This is our 6th season to cook. And, you know, a while back, I got serious about it. I called old CJ up and I said, hey, buddy, I need a class. Me and you, man, I need a one-on-one. And we got in his driveway and we pounded it out, didn't we, Clarence?
Oh, absolutely. You know how we do.
And we jacked them out. My trailer's about probably 3 foot off the ground on the nose end. But I've been cooking about, 6 years, and I've had a great time. I've cooked all over the state. We average between 30 and 40 comps a year. COVID kind of slowed us down, so we still managed about 25, I think. But I've had a lot of fun. I cook all the sanctioning bodies. Loving KCBS. I love CBA. Obviously, Lone Star. We'll go hit those guys, and it just anything that's a qualifier for the Jack. That's all I focused on the last 2 years. This last year, I did almost 40 comps. I think I was right at 40 comps, and that's all I focused on. That's all I did. I didn't want to do nothing but anything that was a qualifier. So I had my sights set on the Jack, and that was all I wanted to do. So, I mean, we've had a fun. We've got our seasonings and injections, and I use my stuff 100%. I got my own tricks and trades and techniques, but I'm just blessed to be here, and thanks for having me on, and let's have a good time.
Yes, sir. And then we've got, thank you for being here, Aaron. Then we've got my man, Curt Harbers. What's happening, Curt?
What's up, CJ? How's it going, buddy?
All is well, man. Great to have you on tonight.
Oh, thanks for inviting me. We're just excited about it all. First and foremost, I want to thank the man above for allowing us to be here each and every day. We're very fortunate to go down to Houston, win a little local. Actually, we didn't actually win it. So let me rephrase that. We reserved a competition that actually the team that granted was actually burning money. Brad Olenek. He'll tell you real quick, fast, and in a hurry that he won it, but which he did. But he was out of Katy, not out of the county that we resided in. So we were able to go down, cook under Fayette County, go Texan. Went down to Houston. We'd cooked once or twice for different teams, just kind of helping out, being the guys that cook behind for the parties and so forth. Went down there, so kind of green. Went down there and we did what we could, and fortunate enough, had a great cook. We fought all the elements. I don't know if you're ready to get into all the elements we faced, but in adversity. But we did what we could, and we fought them, we battled them, and like I said, the man above blessed us with a wonderful day, and we came out victorious. Enabled us to win not only the Go Texan part, but then also to win the overall grand championship, which is number one, enabling us to go to, Houston again, Austin, San Antonio, the Royal, and then also the most important, like you said, the Jack, the prestigious Jack. And we're very pleased and very happy that we're able to do that. As Dwain mentioned earlier, it wasn't just me. We've got a team as well. I've got my brother, Ryan Harbers. Great hand. What a guy that keeps me on my toes, always letting me know what's happening. Got a father-in-law, man, you want to talk about old school cooking? That man is an old school cooker, and that's the way it's meant to be. I'm sure a lot like Dwain, it's one of those that you learn and you don't deviate. So it's very hard for him. So for him to let me go that day and do the things that out on the competition trail was very hard for him to allow. It to this day, I can't thank him enough for everything he's taught me through the years. We've only been cooking for about 5 years.
Okay.
This will be our 6th year. I branched out on my own. I've been cooking, and I cooked with him for a few years. And then another one of our teammates, Arthur Bosky, butcher from way back. He's been a butcher his whole life. As I like to tell him and tease him, he knows how to cook and cut raw meat. That's about it. He don't know how to cut or slice, cooked meat. Man, I'm gonna tell you, he's been a lot of fun to help train how to slice different types of meat after it's been cooked, because that also is an art. Unlike a lot of us, we're not real sure how to maybe cut some of the raw meat and off the tendons and bones and joints and so forth. So that's been a pleasure working with him as well. And then another person is, of course, Timmy Mahala. He's been with my father-in-law for a few years. What a hand. That's another guy that's part of our team who just loves to be part of the camaraderie. And we had a great time with him. He's there to help in any way he can. So very blessed all the way around to have a team. Of course, all the wives that came along and helped out throughout the years, and that allow us to go. Let's not lie. They allow us to go and do what we like to do and have fun. So thanks to the wives as well. But what got us here is the Houston Rodeo and the fine folks over there, and thankful for the judges. They enjoyed our type of product that we put out and the proteins, and we're very fortunate and thankful for that. And we're excited about all 5 of the cook-offs: Houston, Austin, San Antonio, the Royal, and especially the Jack, which obviously we're here for. Not to mention, I can't wait to get up there and get some more of this good stuff.
Old number 7.
We've got,
that's it. Lucky number 7.
Yeah.
We've got Panchuco. He's never been to the Jack, but he drinks a lot of Jack during his cook. So that is almost the same thing.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that's almost the same thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you out there who do not understand the process of getting this invite to this prestigious event, there are a number of ways you can earn your invitation, and in any other non-COVID year, this is an international event. So teams outside of the United States can earn. All right, nothing is given to you. Can earn an invite, and they usually do, and they usually come in and cook. But when we talk prestige, we're talking a small number of invited cooks. I don't know what the highest number ever invited or ever earned a spot to the Jack, but I think on a given year, a normal year, it's someplace 110 to 120, if I'm not mistaken, or am I a little high?
I've never heard anything higher than 110.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've always seen between 70 and 90. That's
all right.
kind of the.
So what I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not a free-for-all. This is not where they send out 300 invites. They send out a small number. I'm going to round it down to 100. They send out a small number of invites. So you've really got to be on the top of your game to earn this invite. And we're going to talk about the number of ways you can earn this invite. Let's start with Aaron. Aaron, how did you earn your invite?
Well, funny thing. So I chased 40 competitions looking for the good old number 7. I got 4 bungs in the barrel. But the way I actually won it is in 2019. In 20. IBCA had a cook-off up in Ardmore, Oklahoma. So I won that state championship. Fast forward to 21, I'm cooking all over anywhere I can get my trailer to within 15, 16 hours. We're going. I won New Mexico for the 2021 year. at Lovington, New Mexico. But I got my invite because Matt and Sarah Walker at Boomerang Barbecue up in Lubbock, they had 7 wins before they got their 7 autos, and 2 of those wins were Oklahoma. So when they got their 7, they were automatically pulled out of Oklahoma for 2020, and that left me alone in Oklahoma. So I actually had the only win that wasn't, for Oklahoma in 2020. So when 21's bung, with that win in 21, it qualified me as well. But because they didn't do the jack in 20 cancels out the 21. So that's how I got in. So I got in for 20 and 21, but that's the one that they're going to count is the 20 year.
Okay. All right. So what Aaron is saying, folks, that you've got to have 7 qualifying grand championships in order to gain an automatic invite. 7 qualifying grand championships. And not every cook-off is a qualifier. Some of the ways that a cook-off becomes a qualifier is that it has 50 teams. If I'm not mistaken, it has to have 50 teams. It becomes a qualifier. Another way is that a cook-off has to be a state-sanctioned championship. So a state championship, and it has to have over 25 teams in that state championship. And a state championship decree comes from the Texas House of Representatives or Congress or whatever it is. So this is an official qualifier. So you need to have 7 of those grand championships. You gain an automatic invite. And when you think about 7 grand championships, folks, it is not easy. You can't control the number of teams that show up at an event. You cannot control that. And then you've got to be fortunate enough to be able to come out on top in 7 of those events over a year. Like Aaron said, he went chasing, cooking 40 times a year that year to try to get those 7. So again, this is going to be something that you really, really want, something that's high on your list of accomplishments for you to chase it, man. Still on the bucket list. Great job, eh? Great job. Mr. Harbers, how did you earn your invite?
So we were fortunate enough to cook in a qualifier, and we actually did go ahead and grand champion that one. However, that's not. So I was in the bung as well. However, we won.
Wait, give me a second. Explain to those viewers out there who aren't aware of what a bung is. What's a bung? A bung could come across several ways now.
Let's clarify that.
You're the man. Go ahead and tell them what a bung is.
Let's talk about a jack bung. I mean,
your show, brother. Your show.
Yeah. My boy CJ Bean is a bung, but that's a different animal.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
He's still trying to fish. He ain't catching. Right, that's for sure.
All right, so
ladies and gentlemen,
what is a whiskey bung?
What's that bung, CJ?
Yeah, so the bung that we're referring to are the stoppers in a whiskey barrel.
Up either.
Say again.
Not the ones that light up.
Yeah.
Not a lightning bug.
So they're that wooden plug that goes into the barrel, a liquor barrel, all right, to prevent air from getting in and anything from escaping. It's a stopper. So the state, or not the state, the cook's name is placed on that, and based on how many grand championships you have, you get 1 bung per grand championship.
They put a number on.
Yeah, with a number. Yeah, whatever the case might be. And all you need to have is that number drawn, that bung drawn. When they do the spin or the raffle or whatever they put those bungs in. All right. And we will get to who got that one. But so Aaron, in addition to his 7 invites, Aaron, once you earn number 7, your bungs don't go in there, do they?
Your 7th win?
Yeah.
Yeah, they pulled them out.
All right.
they
So
went
once
in
you earn,
2020 and 21 and pulled everything that I had won out, and so that I couldn't win again.
okay, excellent. So it gives other cooks, other Texas cooks, opportunities. Excellent. All right, Mr. Harbers, continue. I'm sorry.
So we reserved that cook off, but we were, like I said earlier, we actually were the winning county team, which was a Go Texan team. So we went and represented that county's Go Texan at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off. And we ended up, as what's behind me, the nice shiny belt buckles and the nice shiny trophies. Thanks, Ed. Thanks, Ed. So, ended up going ahead and winning the Go Texan, which I thought, actually, if you watch the videos or anything, I thought that's all we could win, was just the Go Texan part. So I actually stepped out of the little semicircle thinking that's all I had. I wasn't actually involved in the overall. So that's why it took a minute, if y'all ever saw the video, for them to find me. I had to walk all the way around the semicircle to get back onto the stage, if you will, to accept the overall grand championship. And that's how we qualified to go to the Jack, as well as the Royal, Houston in 2022, obviously Austin and San Antonio.
Excellent. So that is a second way you can earn an invite. You can win one of the automatic qualifying events. Those automatic qualifying events are the American Royale, the Houston Rodeo. You can be the current Jack Daniels champion. You get an automatic invite to the next year. And then there's also Memphis in May.
Right.
If you grand champion any one of those events, you are the you get an automatic invite the following year. Did I miss any?
You said Memphis in May.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think
excellent.
you got it.
Yeah, I think those are the four.
All right, those are the four. So again, those are tough competitions to win. If you win any of those four competitions, it's a major accomplishment. So kudos to you, Curt, for Houston Rodeo, man.
Thank you.
Can you clarify? Sleeper Barbecue was asking. He said, did CJ say state officials pick the teams?
No. Can one of you gentlemen, Sleeper, ask to clarify whether or not state official picked the teams? Sleeper, I think we were referring to state championship cook-offs.
So the Jack picks the team.
Yeah, where
The
a
Jack,
promoter. Oh my God.
Well, you know what? Because of that, I'm putting my phone on silent.
Yeah.
That was my wife's phone.
Yeah, whatever. No, Sleeper,
Come on, D.
Sleeper, what I was getting at is that the promoter of a cook-off actually has to apply through the Texas government, the capital, to get this cook-off to be state sanctioned. That makes it a qualifier for the Jack Daniels.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And realistically, it's all you have to do is apply through them. And most likely, as long as you've got the teams that are going to show up, you've got the promoter willing to do it, the formality, they want to have more state championships in the state of Texas.
Yes,
so
sir.
they will help you out any way you can, Sleeper, to get your, if you're a promoter or what have you, a head judge, to get your cook-off ready to be a state qualifier.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
there's an average of 140 to 160 state championships in the state of Texas each year.
Excellent. See, I didn't know there were that many. Yeah, I didn't know there were that many. Trumpet, yeah, man, these guys, we had to clarify this bung barbecue talk, but I think we're good now. All right. And And man, what I really love about having these three guys on, they all qualified in different ways. They got their invites in different ways. So great. Let's hear how Dwain got his invite. My man.
Man, I'm going to regret saying this, but just for entertainment purposes, and I'm going to regret it. I guess you could call me the bung boy. Hey, that's
I'd rather be lucky than good any day. I promise.
man, and Bean, we don't want no comments from you, brother. But no, we like I said, down here, we do 15, maybe 20 cook-offs a year if we're lucky. A lot of them are 30 to 40 team cook-offs, local. We have a good time. That's just what we do. So it's hard for us. It's not hard for us, but we don't get to a lot of 50-plus team cook-offs. We try to, get 3 or 4 a year under our belt and, kind of do pretty good at them. So in May, at the end of May, Coletta Creek Barbecue Association had one at the Lost Lagoon in El Campo. I was having ankle replacement the following week. So I told my partner, Dave, I said, hey, the last cook-off we did, we weren't really happy with. I said, it's going to be a long 10 weeks laying on that couch thinking about those results. Let's go to El Campo. Let's go get one big cook-off, and hopefully we do good and seal the deal for the summer. There was 76 teams there, and our worst product lately has been chicken. And we thought we had a pretty good cook, and first place chicken we hit. And I thought, man, let the other proteins follow, please, just one time. Because that's another hard thing with us when you don't go to that many is putting them all together. You get 2 to hit. That third one always got to hit the road somewhere. But we ended up, I think we hit a 6th rib, a 4th brisket, I believe. And we come out grand champions. And that was the only grand champion we had for the year. And like I said, 76 teams. So that got us in the bung. And kind of funny story too. I'm gonna brag a little bit on my partner. He said, if we're going to be out for the summer, we're going to enter everything. And when he said everything, he meant everything twice. We entered Chef's Choice, margaritas, beans. We entered everything except for the bikini contest. We were entered.
Thank you.
And man, we walked away with first and second Chef's Choice, second margaritas. It was just an epic day. My family was there, which they're always there. Big shout out to mom and dad. They dragged campers for my wife and son to stay in. It was awesome. It was an awesome cook. And, it was just, it was sweet having him there with me and just kind of not bragging, but kind of a clean house. We needed that to kind of pick us up and make us feel like, hey, you know what? We can cook with these guys. Not just a 30 or 40 team cook-off. There's 76 cooks here, and we come out on top. It just kind of made you walk a little prouder, that you get out of your little circle, and you always doubt yourself. You pull in somewhere, and it's like, oh shit, there's Aaron Leslie, or shit, there's Mom and Papa Joe, and all that. Well, you want to cook with them guys, and that we look up to, and all that, and hitting a GC like that, it just really gave us the pep to our step. And so this was actually my third time to be in the draw. I had a couple GCs back to back over in Cuero when it was IBCA, and just having one, we didn't get it. So we knew our chances were slim. But at 4:36 on Thursday, I'll never forget the time. My phone went off. And it actually locked up from the text, the Facebook messages, and the phone calls. Everybody calling in at one time. It locked up, and I couldn't get on it to read what the hell it was. But something told me that's got to be it. That's got to be it. And sure enough, a few minutes later, we found out that was it. And I've been on cloud nine ever since.
Excellent, man. I don't blame you. That's awesome.
It's awesome.
That is awesome.
We're gonna try to do Texas and try to do my family and all my friends proud. And it would be a dream on my barbecue career to bring home one of the Jack Daniel's top trophies.
Yes, sir.
As they say, you only need one.
Amen.
Yeah, dude, that is so
Amen.
true.
Amen.
You only need one
One
bump.
and done, baby.
Yeah. And I say that because we've had 2 years where we had 9 GCs, and 5 of them were qualifiers. And with those other 4 GCs, we had 46, 47, 48 teams. So again, you can't control how many teams show up. That is why today I still get upset and annoyed when I hear a promoter is capping his cook-off at 50 teams. You cap as a promoter. If you cap a event at 50 teams, what are the chances 1 or 2 of those teams will have something go badly and not be able to compete, and then you're short? So I really get annoyed when that happens. But it's all about, hey, you don't worry about who shows up. You cook and you try to win, regardless of the numbers, man. So congrats to all 3 of you once again. Now, what I want to get into.
Not to cut you off, but, on that deal, too, talking about the promoters, I used to be a promoter as well. And when you limit it to 50 teams, you're hoping all 50 show up. But y'all know just as well, you're hoping that all 50 teams make all 3 turn-ins.
Yeah.
50 teams, and that one team, which it could be a local that cooks once a year, it doesn't matter. They still count. If they decide that their chicken was raw and they don't turn it in, it does not count. Now you're down to 49 teams. So it's good to cap it at 55, cap it at 60, because not only does it have to have 50 teams, you got to have the 50 turn-ins.
Yes, sir.
So, and I've seen that happen to where somebody did not turn in one of their pro teams, and rules are rules. You got to follow it, and it knocked it down to 49. And for the locals, it's no big deal. But somebody like yourself and that's you're chasing your GCs, that's a huge. That just cost you right there.
I had forgotten all about that point. So great point, Dwain. Great point. Mr. Tompkins wants to know. So who are the invitees competing against? Each other during this event? As a first-timer or non-invitee, would I be competing against these guys? Any one of you can take that question.
You're going to compete against us all, buddy.
So pretty much, Curt, you're saying there isn't an amateur division, there isn't a backyard division, there isn't. This is the best of the best.
You come enjoy yourself and have a good time and turn in the best you can, and you're going to turn in the best of Aaron Leslie, Dwain, myself, and the rest of the country. Whoever's there, we're all competing against one another. We're going to turn in our best product for that day and leave it up to the judges.
That's
yes,
correct.
sir.
And when we all roll in there, you know that you're against the best of the best because of what it takes to qualify. Like Clarence said earlier, you're not just anybody can come and enter and go. Like the Royal, one day is an open and one day is the invitational. So
right.
You can go cook that any year, the open side, then the next day is the invitational. The Jack, there's no just going up there to cook. When you roll in there, everybody on each side of you, they did something great to qualify, and it's game on.
And look at this dude right here, man. These are supposed to be. Yeah, these are supposed to be friends, and they're throwing darts at people.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's wanting to know if you. Hey, he just needs you to show him how to skin a chicken.
Yeah. Hey, he's become more of a wrestler than a cook right now. He's a luchador, and that's all he wants to do. So I'm not going to even sweat him, man.
If they had a contest on who could shoot the smallest deer in Tennessee, I'd take Bean with me.
Yeah, that's Bean.
I'd take him with me.
Yeah, but he definitely ain't going to catch any fish,
Yeah.
He'd just be fishing.
No, I'll put him in a zoo of 500+ deer, and he shot one look like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, I will tell you, man, all you guys that are cooking right now in this heat, I give you all the credit. And chances are all you got RVs and AC and whatnot. I'm at that stage in my cooking career where I want to be fully comfortable, man. I'm enjoying my time off. We will start back in September. I know it's still going to be hot in September, but we got to start off. And I'm hoping to be able to get in 8 to 10 once we start back in September. So my plan is for a busy September, as long as things continue as they are in terms of COVID. Yes, sir. So now what I want to talk about, gentlemen, is what's your mindset going into this? Going into the Jack. I know the Jack is October 8th and 9th, so still got a little bit. But Kirk, how many KCBS events have you done?
2.
2. All right, so you and Dwain are pretty much kind of in the same boat. Aaron has really gotten his legs under him in the KCBS arena. So Dwain, as a newbie to this type of event, what exactly is your mindset going in?
Man, CJ, my mindset as of now, my mind hasn't quit turning since last Thursday, and it's a different deal. And we're going to get on the back porch and we're fixing to do a lot of practicing. We're watching videos, we're talking to friends, and that's another thing, that the amount of people that have showed support and offered help. But just getting our temps right. It's the ribs aren't fall off the bone. It's the bite through. So we need to adjust our times and find out, okay, this is what we need to do, and this is what we're going to do for that weekend. To where once I get up there, I want to know what we're going to do. I want to hit my game plan. I want to hit our temps. I want to hit everything that we talked about. And then when we come home, win or lose, if we hit everything that we wanted to hit, then it just wasn't our day, or maybe it was our day. But, half of me, I want to enjoy the experience. It's an experience of a lifetime for me. He's done drank 4 different brands of stuff. I don't know how he can stay on the show.
Nobody's coming to my aid here. Do you hear that?
My bartender's sleeping, man. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I wish I could do that to my wife.
But yeah, we're going to have a good time. We're going to soak it in, enjoy it. But too, we're going to give our best. And good food is good food. I've always said that. You got to turn in a good product. I don't know, right or wrong, how far we're going to venture off from the flavors, the profiles we use down here. I know we are going to change it up some. And again, I'm relying on some. No, maybe not, Aaron. Okay, we'll talk when this is over. But like Aaron helping me right there. There's, even though we're all competing against each other, we're all friends. We've all seen each other. So I'm going to take the advice people give me. Like when Aaron calls me at 7 a.m. for coffee now, we're going to talk about it. But yeah, no, I don't want to leave there being like, well, we didn't plate this right, or I didn't hit my marks. Because that's something we can do at home. We can practice and we can hit what we want to hit. Take the advice from everybody that's offering to help me, put it together, make it our own, and go turn in 7 of the best products. I think we start with sauce. We end up with desserts. It's every 30 minutes. And, we're going to do the best we can. But we're going to prepare. We're fixing to do a lot of cooking here on the back porch, and just see what we can do.
And that's the attitude that I love, man. I am not going to go there and fail, and I won't use the term fail. I'm not going to go there and not get a walk because I didn't prepare.
Correct.
Because I didn't prepare. I'm going to go there prepared and do the best that I can. And what happens. I'm going to turn in the best food that I can turn in, and then the rest is up to the folks. So great attitude, Dwain.
Thank you.
Aaron?
Hold on, Aaron. Give him one of these. Give him one of these.
No, I tell you, I'm a very serious competitor. When I show up at a comp, it's time to compete. It's not time to get drunk. It's not time to sit there and go party and go stay out all night long. I've got a schedule. And so my mindset is this is a bucket list item for any guy that competes. barbecue pretty much in the world. So when I show up, I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to soak it all in. I'm going to get there. I'm going to leave on Tuesday, get there on Wednesday. I'm going to walk the sites, take the tour of the distillery. I'm going to hit Mary Bobo's. I'm going to do all those things that I've been told to take care of. But I can tell you that come Friday evening, it's game on, it's game face. It's what I can do because my camp is going to have a lot of friends there. Going to have a lot of family there because everybody wants to come and enjoy the atmosphere. But I'm hitting every KCBS comp that I can hit between now and the Royal and now and the Jack. So if I can get there, I'm going. One thing to remember about the Jack is it is a KCBS event. Okay, it's an invitational, so it doesn't count for points, right? But the people at the Jack, they're asked to come and judge. You're not dealing with a lot of the KCBS judges that are certified judges, that have done 60, 80, 100, 120 comps. You're not dealing with those guys like you would be at other places. So you're dealing with people that have actually been invited to come and judge, and they're normal people. They're given a small class, they're done, but they're not everybody is as serious about it. And so that's what the Jack's about. It's about just good barbecue. So that's why I say don't change anything, because good barbecue, middle of the road, just take it like it is and just go with it. You're rolling the dice. But not always is the best cook win it. At the same time, the most serious cook wins it. The one who's he's lined in and he's taking care of his business. So be consistent. Just go there and have a good time, but do what you have to do, because it's like any other day. You don't want to go to the Jack and then be that guy who gets hungover the next morning and he can't focus and he's missing his thing because you just drove all this way to the most prestigious cook-off in the world, and then you tanked it because you couldn't keep your nose out of a bottle or a can or whatever it is. So I have a little bit different atmosphere going into it and the way I'm thinking about it, because I'm gonna zone myself in. I don't leave my trailer. I'm like CJ. We don't go anywhere. I stay right there at my pit. I'm not 10 or 15 foot, but I don't go hang out. I don't go talk. I don't do anything. I'm right there at my stuff. So it's a little more serious for me, and this is because that's what I am every day, every weekend. So I'm just going to do the best I can and slam it to them and hope I don't mess myself up, because I'm the only person that can ruin my cook.
Excellent, man. A time and a place, baby. Curt?
I mean, what else is there to say, CJ?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It's know your time, know your place, do it, follow your, what you've set up the whole way, whether you're cooking Lone Star, IBCA, CBA, KCBS. It's a matter of hitting your times, hitting your temps, your feel, just whatever it is. Be ready, go do it, enjoy it, and it's up to everybody else. I mean, that's all you can do is do what you do, and if it's meant for you, guess what? It's meant for you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can only control what you can control, Curt. That's right.
That's right. That's it. Control yourself, and that's it.
That's correct. And me and Aaron touched on it earlier. I was asking, when are you going up? And that's the same mindset here too. We're going to go up a day or two early to see the sights, do all that, and come 5 o'clock, I believe Friday. Whenever the parade or whatever, it's game on after that. You come by our trailer on Saturday, you can stand outside. I'm sorry, I don't have time to talk. We're down to business. I'm the most friendliest person Friday, and I'll be even friendlier afterwards on Saturday, win or lose. But we come a long way. We got a lot of money, a lot of time invested, and
amen.
I want to win, and I'm not going to wake up Sunday morning and say we didn't win because we were hungover. And a lot of guys starting to cook always ask me, God dang, y'all seem pretty consistent, this and that. What's the deal? Well, I went to bed at 11 o'clock Friday night. That's my curfew, 11 o'clock. And, man, I heard y'all's radio on at 4 in the morning. You can't think straight. I don't care who you are, So that's a good point, Aaron. I'm going to be right there with you, brother.
And, man, that's the perfect attitude. That's the beautiful attitude. there's a fine line between taking in the experience, enjoying yourself, and getting down to business. So you got to know when to get down to business. That's what you're there for. You don't want to forego the entire experience. You want to make sure you get that, because this is not something, guys, that happens every year, unless you're one of a handful of cooks that can make it there on a yearly basis or every other year or quite frequently. You know, for a lot of guys, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So chances are you guys will be there again at some point, and maybe not. So definitely experience, taking the experience, enjoy yourselves, and then find that time to cut it off and game face. Like Kobe on game night. I mean, that's the only way to go. That's the only way to go. And Dwain, back to your point earlier, I was going to mention before A started shaking his head, dude, that is an absolute no-no, man. I am a firm believer, and I use it across the regions here in Texas. I use it across, Mom and I have gone to 6 or 7 states to cook. And outside of our first year going to the American Royale, where I researched the KCBS products, what these guys were using, blah, blah, blah. And I tried it that first year and did not work for me, man. And ever since then, we've been cooking what we cook here in Texas, wherever we go. And it scores very well. So something I really want you to think about, cook what you cook, man. When you start experimenting, trying to cook what these guys out here are cooking, chances are you'll make some mistakes. A flavor profile isn't developed overnight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not developed overnight, man. So dance with the girl that brung you. She might be ugly, but dance with her. Yeah, dance with her. Yeah.
That's one thing that I do is my Lone Star, my IBCA, my CBA, my KCBS, it is the same flavor. It's the same injections, the same rubs, the same sauces. The only thing that is a tenderness game. Sometimes, you know, you might need to be a little more tender for Texas barbecue. Sometimes you be a little less tender for KCBS. But it's the flavors. The flavors don't change. I don't change anything. I just make sure that I'm just trying to make a little prettier barbecue. That's all I try to do.
Yeah. That is a big.
You want to concentrate on your appearance scores are really big, but
that's a big.
Now Texas is moving to a new scoring system on 2 of the 3 cook-offs. You're going to have a tenderness game is going to play a big part because that's the way it is. The single round judging, 2-round judging. So a tenderness game is going to start to play. So a lot of times it isn't going to work anymore, but you're going to have to figure that out for yourself. But it's the same. It's the same in Texas as it is in Wyoming last year, as it is in Kansas City, as it is in, Missouri, Oklahoma. I'm not changing anything of the flavors, and I've done very well with what I've done. I ain't won one yet, but I'm knocking on the door on those 180 chickens and those 180 briskets, and getting those first place calls. It just takes some time. But I've only done 14 KCBS in my whole career span, and I've probably done 8 in the last year. So it just takes a little time, but you can't get used to it unless you cook it.
Yes, sir. My man Manuel says he's been running his IBCA, CBA, tenderness, and KCBS, and has done very well in ribs and pork. So I don't see why you can't continue to do what you're doing. As long as you're not turning in fall off the bone stuff in IBCA. If you're turning in a tender product, not fall off the bone, a tender product, you're going to be good enough for KCBS. Okay. Absolutely.
One thing that they have a hard time with, just to say this, Texas cooks can adjust better to a KCBS regiment than a KCBS cook can adjust to a Texas regiment.
I really believe that. Yeah, I really believe that. We might get some argument, but I really believe that. Sleeper wants to know, are you judged on box presentation as well?
Unfortunately.
So yes, Sleeper, you're judged on box presentation. Chances are 99% of the cooks are going to have the putting green, the greens under their protein. KCBS says, I believe it's not mandatory, but I think unconsciously, because so many cooks are doing it, if you choose not to, you might be stepping in it. So yes, you've got that greens underneath. Your products got to look good. Your products got to look great. So appearance score is a must if you want to do well. I am not going to even try. All right. Mama wants to have somebody explain KCBS scoring. Hey, you might have a better shot at this.
Well, I don't know the breakdowns of the percentages, that you're going to get from each judge's score, but you have six judges, and each one of them gives you a rating percentage-wise on appearance, taste, and texture. When they take those three scores and add them up, you get an average score. Each judge has an average score underneath his name, but it gives you the total at the end. All six judges give you a score, and they drop the lowest score to give you 5 judges, and that's where your total score comes in off of 5 judges, and each one gives you their score. So at the end of the day, you got 5 guys or 5 gals, whoever's judging you, they give you that, and then 180 is the highest you can have in each meat category, and then a 700 club and above. I mean, your points go, but so it goes off of your average, your overall points off of 5 judges at the end of the day.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So each of the 4 categories are weighted differently, and these are scored down to the computerized system scores them down to the smallest of fractions, and it seems to work. Nobody complains very often. Sleeper also, thank you very much for the comment, Sleeper. Great lineup tonight. Love these live CJ, Mama, Papa Joe's put on. We appreciate it, Sleeper. Folks, you're out there. If you haven't yet smash that thumbs up button, don't hesitate, man. If you're not subscribed and you're just lurking, hit that subscribe button. Check out some of these awesome videos Mom and I have got on the site. We're a young site. We're up and coming. We're young, but we've got some quality. Got a beautiful pork roast, bone-in pork roast you need to see tonight if you haven't yet seen, because it is fire. I'm telling you, that pork roast is fire. All right, you hit that up. Let's see if we got any more questions, man. My lady Bobby is here. All righty. All right, so I know Curt and Aaron has got some products. Aaron has got a huge line of products. Dwain, do you sell any products?
No, I sure don't. I'd like to one day, but I thought about it, and the way I look at it, when you do the amount of cook-offs we do, and to try to spend the time, and I really wouldn't have a clue, I'll be honest, where would you even start? And you got guys like Aaron and Curt, and I won't drop names, but there's so many other products out there that these guys have they've mastered. I mean, so you take that. I don't want to spend time trying to develop something, and then all the time it takes me to go and see if it's going to work, when they've got tried and true products out there that you can take it, and I can take that, put my twist on it, mix it how I want, find what works for me, and then you have a banger product. I would like to, but to me, you kind of got to be honest with yourself and say, look, I can cook barbecue, and I can go compete with these guys, but I don't think I compete with them trying to make a product in the time. I did a few years ago. I was going to make my own seasoning, and I'll tell you honestly, I had a big bowl of about $100 worth of stuff that tasted like crap. And I threw it all in the trash can, and I went to H-E-B and I bought me some seasoning, and we've been rocking and rolling ever since. But you know, hats off to these guys, you know, Aaron and Curt and them that do make a product. There is so much that goes into it, and you know, I've tasted, I use y'all's products, and why waste the time? You know, I can give you $20 and get a bag of your product, and here we are. You know,
I appreciate it.
But yeah, no, I don't. I'd like to one day, but for now, I'm gonna keep using their stuff.
Yes, sir. Well, I've known about Aaron's products. Been using them for years. You've seen several. You've seen quite a few of our video using several of Aaron's oil dust products. I did not know until a couple of days ago that Curt had some products. Curt, talk to us about your products, man. What do you have?
I've got two. I didn't go crazy with anything. I've got two. There's some behind me. We've got Barbecue Junkie, right? CC's Country Barbecue Junkie. This one right here is my money maker right here. That is an all-around great, and people want to call it an all-purpose, what have you. This is your base layer for anything, everything from bubble gum to brisket. It gets you what you want when you want it, and that's
turn that bottle just a little bit to there you go. CC Country what?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. All right, guys. There's the link if you're interested in trying this out. If this allowed this gentleman to win the Houston Rodeo, there's got to be something behind it. I have not yet had an opportunity, but I'm sure he's got me a bottle or two in the mail already.
You want to talk about that pork roast being fire? You should try some of this.
Yeah. All right. Is there another?
There is. The other one is coming to the screen soon. Right here, buddy. This is your pork winner. CC's Country Barbecue Double Take. The little slogan on the side says, "Taste like more." Because the doctor said, man, I need to have some more of that.
Guys, if this is helping this gentleman win, there's got to be something behind it, and I can't wait to try them out. I cannot wait to try them out, man. There's the link, guys, if you're interested. All right, CCSCountrybarbecue.com. Excellent. All right. Sleeper asked for the link. There's the link, Sleeper. All right. Before we get to you, Manny says, I'm nobody in barbecue. Manny, we all knew that. All right. But I suggest getting out and cooking a couple KCBS before going to the Royale or the Jack. That is not a bad idea. Don't do like I did.
I did that in 17.
Yeah. Mom and I went to the Jack. We started cooking in not the Jack, I'm sorry. The American Royale. We started cooking in 2012. Went to the Jack in 2013. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Missed the cooks meeting. Didn't know that turn-ins were 10 minutes or a 10-minute window instead of 20. I mean, we were not prepared in certain respects, but lessons learned. Mama's talking about we. Yeah, like she wasn't a part of the team.
You got a mouse in your pocket.
Yeah. So just kick me to the curb.
Hey, I seen that lady walk fast to turn in. She didn't miss no turn in. That'd be hard for me to believe.
You know
that lady can walk fast now.
You know I'm sending her late.
And she won't talk to you either if she's in a hurry. You better wait till the way back to have a talk with Mama Joe.
All right, let's hear from Oil Dust. What's going on,
You know, we got a lot of things happening. A lot of things that nobody knows is in the woodworks. I sat on COVID year, last year. We sat on some things, made some things up. We just got some good stuff coming down the pipeline that I can't, I just can't be more proud of. I've got a steak marinade that I've been using for 2 years. I've had some huge steak calls, a lot of great success with the, with ribeye steak comps. I got 6 bottles of rub. Going to have a few more coming out pretty quick. Probably end of the year, maybe the first of the year. I'm in no hurry. I'm not a guy that's looking to put a lot of stuff out. I build flavors for necessity. I work for Midland Meat Company. I'm the pit master in the barbecue restaurant side. And when we make something, we make it because I need a flavor for a certain type of meat or a certain type of dish. And when we use it over and over and over again, it's something that I say, you know what, I like that. Let's put that in a bottle. Everything that I have here, I created on my own in my barbecue trailer because I forgot something. You know how it is. Saturday morning, 6 o'clock. All of a sudden, it's like, oh shoot, I gotta get ready for chicken. Look in the cabinet, and I didn't go to the store. So you just reach up there and start grabbing things. You start grabbing stuff. You say, yeah, it tastes like this. Yeah, got it like this. You make your own version, and then boom, you hit a first place chicken. Do you quit using it? Probably not. So everything that we've done for a reason: catering, restaurant, barbecue, that kind of thing, competitions. But I got a lot of stuff. But one thing that I'm really proud of right now is that my Piggy Bank Rib Rub, I've hand bashed it for quite a while, and we finally got that recipe to where it's right on the money. It's right where it needs to be, and I'm really excited about that. I just got the next shipment in. I got 9,000 bottles in today, and different rubs that I've got. But that Piggy Bank is on fire, and when I tasted it, I just about wanted to jump and do a backflip because it just reminded me. I mean, it's just, you know how it is. When you taste it, you're like, boom, that's it. I'm ready to go. So I'm ready to unleash it because everything's the same. It just had a small minor tweak that we had to make to it. I'm completely out. I just updated the website. So it's the time to get it. It just had to be done. But, we got a few things that I think people are going to be impressed about. I can't help it. But if you ain't used this oil dust right here as a base layer on any of your meats, you're in trouble.
Put it out a little closer, man. We're a little. Let's see if we can get a better picture. And I would love to see. I'm going to put you. Let me see if I can put you on full screen. I would love to see a bottle of that steak marinade because that steaks is something everybody cooks. All right.
Hold on, good. Let's get back here on this right here. So
the red lid. Got the red lid.
Okay, I've got a couple red lids, but here is the steak marinade. Now this is the bullseye. When you taste it, you will know exactly why it does what it does. Straight out of the bottle, it's going to be great. But these were the sample bottles. I got 5 cases in. I sent them across the state, out of state, in state, next door, across the highway. I put everybody. So that bullseye, I wanted people to play with it. I want them to see it, taste it, give it a good go, and say, hey, I like it. I don't like it. I haven't had a bad feedback yet. And I've got the first 5,000 bottles coming here in the next 3 weeks. So we're going to roll with it, and let everybody try it out. Gave it to 2 guys. It's already hit 2 first place stakes. And, I just can't be more excited. I used it at Wharton. What we have, 90 to 100 teams in Wharton back earlier in the year. That was a first place. Just everything that I do, I want to make sure it tastes good, but that marinade is going to be it's going to be fire. And when it comes in, I think the SCA world is going to really topple over top of it too.
Well, I will tell you, I received my bottle a week ago, man, and right out of the bottle it tastes great. I still have not yet cooked the steak, but when I do, that marinade is going to be on video. AA, and I'm sure it's going to be money. I am sure it's going to be money. So again, ladies and gentlemen, these two awesome cooks have got some awesome products out there, man. I will let you know once I receive some of my CCS rubs. All right, once I receive those rubs, I will let you know. But I can absolutely vouch for oil dust because they've been part of my competition game for quite some
right there.
time right now, and backyard game. And backyard. You absolutely know this. Yeah, you absolutely know this. So, folks out there, don't forget to hit that smash button. Time for a little commercial. Mom and I've got the hats. We sent out several hats this week. We appreciate your support. Any little bit that you pay for these hats, folks, they go right back into the videos. They go right back into the videos, man. So we appreciate you guys ordering those hats. Sport them, enjoy them, and let us know what you think. Put them on social media. We appreciate it. Anybody that wants to donate, you will go into a raffle at the end of the month. We're going to be raffling off some awesome Traeger swag, some Mom and Papa Joe's hat. I think in our next live stream, we're going to be doing a Mom and Papa Joe video trivia. You're going to have to be able to answer a question from one of our posted videos, and you get that video correct, you will get a free Mom and Papa Joe hat. But stay tuned. Enjoy it. If you've got any last, Sleeper's got a question.
Every meat you got as a base rub.
You saw it already.
Hey, that was me that had the base rub. Come on.
You got a brisket, a rib, pork, chicken. Man, it doesn't matter. Turkey, it don't matter. Nice light layer. It's got an onion, garlic, salt, pepper. Just got a little bit of everything in there. Good all-purpose rub, good steak rub. Use it.
My man Joe Everett, he want that Mom and Papa Joe swag. He's a trivia beast. So it's coming up in the next Thursday. It's coming next Thursday. It is coming next Thursday, folks. So you've got to pay attention to these videos. You just can't cut to the good part. When we're gonna get to the good part? You just can't get to the good part. You got to watch the video, man. We appreciate it. Hey, so if there are no last minute questions, man, I want to really thank these gentlemen for an awesome hour hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe's.
Hey, Dwain, can you tell them who your neighbor is to the north? Can you tell them who your county neighbor is to the north?
Who is it?
My neighbor to the north.
Yep. You got You got Lavaca County, and then who? To the north would be Fayette County.
Okay. Now you had me lost there for a minute.
Well, I do want to say one thing, if you don't mind. If anybody is out there and they can reach out to CJ, hang on, Clarence. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you CJ, but anyways, when I contacted Clarence in 2017, I needed help with my brisket. I couldn't find it. I couldn't figure out where it went. I didn't know if I lost it or it never showed up. But he and I had a one-on-one, had one of the best weekends I've ever had with this guy. And if you need a class, you need a brush up, you need something. This cat right here, he's got it going on. He took me from what I think I went on about a 20 or
you went on
first place brisket runs that year. And we just roll with it. And every now and then we like, hey, I did this. I've been doing it. Hey, I did this. And I share because that's how you make it. And the guy that gives it to you, you share it right back. So anybody needs a class, they need to brush up, they need some techniques. This guy right here has got it going on. Mom and Papa.
I appreciate it, Double A. Appreciate it much, man. Absolutely appreciate it. Hey, gentlemen, I want to really thank you guys once again, man, for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe's. Anything Mom and I can do for any one of you, man, don't hesitate to give us a holler. Anytime you got any idea, want to hop on the show, want to jump in for a quick chat, don't hesitate, man. Hit me up and we'll make that happen. You folks out there, thank you once again for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe's. Stay tuned. We'll be here again next Thursday. In the meantime, be on the lookout for another video coming up Monday or Tuesday. We love you guys. Peace out.
Thank you again. Guys, good luck, and we'll be seeing y'all shortly.
You bet. Good luck to y'all.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Yes, sir.
You guys can hang around for another minute. I'm ending the